Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to my video, which you can see from the title is my Brink score revision. And basically what I'm going to do in this video is revise my score that I gave to Brink. I actually just got through filming my revision of the Crisis 2 score well, I won't tell you what I revised it to, but it was originally a 3 because I wanted you to watch the video. And because it was a 3, I scaled my score of Brink to Crisis 2, but my original score for Crisis 2 of a 3 was not in proportion. Therefore, by default, my score for Brink was not in proportion because I based it off of my Crisis 2 score. And again, I'll say the same thing I said in my Crisis 2 score revision. This is not a change by any means of my review of the game. My thoughts and feelings about the game and everything I said in my review stands except for the final score, which for Brink was a 1.5, which was my initial score for this game. That's too low, and I'm going to revise my score. Brink is pretty infamous to me and on my channel because that's the game that I quit in the second level. I tried to play the game and couldn't do it. It was stupid, and I quit the game. I thought it was really awful. And it's really a bad game. Basically, there was a lot of things that they tried to do with this game. They tried to kind of change the FPS mold a little bit. They tried to make it team objective based. There's like 8 people on a team, I believe, with different classes. You can do different things. There's complete customization of character, appearance, abilities, your guns, and your gun attachments. There's great customability is not a word, but there's everything in the game is completely customizable, okay? And you can really make a character tailor-made to you, or at least in theory, okay? And they went with a new graphical art style that was supposed to be different and turned out to be a horrible failure. No one liked the graphical style of the game. Bottom line is, this game failed miserably and fell on its face, and was pretty unplayable. At least with the AI, because the AI in the game is absolutely horribly stupid. They don't help you at all in your objective. They don't have your back. They don't do the objectives. You have to be every single class and go do everything your own because your teammates are useless. The game is pretty much broken, gameplay-wise. You take 1 or 2 bullets and you're dead immediately. The game will consistently spawn enemies directly behind you, and you'll die immediately from them without ever seeing them because they run up behind you where they spawn and kill you immediately. 80% of the time when you die, you don't even know who shot you because the game does a horrible, job of the enemy AI, which is just as bad as your companion AI. They're stupid, but they're lethal, and they can kill you immediately, but you have to empty your clip into them for them to die. And now the only redeeming factor is you can play the game online, which I tried, but there's problems with lag online. I've read about problems with lag. I had one match. The first match I tried to play online was so horrendously laggy that it was teleporting me around the map without me even touching the controller. That's how lagged it was. And the second match online, we still couldn't complete the objective. Which I don't actually know. I still don't know to this day if I was playing online or not, because it said I was in an online session, but all of my all of my teammates had like AI names, and none of them had like gamer tags, even though it said I was in an online session. So I don't even know if I played online or not. Bottom line is, the game was pretty awful, and I don't want to go too much into detail because I do all that in my game review. But bottom line is, the game it's really bad, but it's not quite a 1.5 bad. 1.5 means basically the game has like pretty much no redeeming qualities, and there's almost nothing to the game at all. It's just garbage. But the game isn't quite that bad. I couldn't play through it because I got frustrated. DSP played through it. Lots of people played through it. So you can if you really have the patience and will. And there are some redeemable qualities, such as the fact that they really tried to be different with the approach, make it more of a team approach to the FPS, and the complete customization is actually pretty neat. I enjoyed that. I like how you could customize everything, but bottom line is, the game flopped. It fell on its face, and let me get my pad here because I'm actually gonna try to make my new score on the spot. I thought I had one in mind, but after talking about it, I want to make sure that this score is good. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Brink the new official score of a 3.5. Okay, I'm raising the score of Brink by 2 from 1.5 to 3.5 because here's what my 3 says. The category is labeled bad, which the game was, and it says there are maybe a couple of moments where the game is slightly enjoyable, but these moments are few and short-lived. There's broken gameplay and not a good experience overall. And that's a perfect explanation of this game, I think. Whoops, I just almost tripped over the power cord. Therefore, it's a perfect embodiment of a 3, so it gets the 3.5, right in the middle. And that's what I feel. There were maybe a couple of enjoyable moments. Maybe there were down the road. I think maybe my enjoyable moment was maybe customizing. But again, they are few and short-lived. There's not a whole lot of fun here. There's just a lot of frustration. Obviously, they had a direction they were going with, changing the FPS, breaking the FPS mold, and all the character customizations, the classes, and things like that. They had a good idea in mind, but it never even came close to being executed properly. And the game flopped. It fell right on its face. And unlike Crysis 2, where I'm in the minority where I don't like the game, I don't like the game Brink, but I'm in the majority. Most people don't like this game. Most people have a lot of problems with the game. I'm being one of them. Have a lot of problems with the game. But 1.5 is too low even for Brink. So I raised Crysis 2 score. I'm going to raise Brink's score from a 1.5 to a 3.5. That's my new official score for Brink. So disregard the 1.5 at the end of my review. A 3.5 is my new score for Brink. And still a bad game. Still, I wouldn't really waste my time playing it. I quit in the middle of it because it was so bad. But it gets a 3.5 because if I had really had the internal fortitude and all the time and didn't have other games to play, I could have probably eventually beaten that level and progressed, but I just didn't have the will or the time, so I said screw it. I had LA Noire to play, so I moved on. But anyway, a 3.5 for Brink, my score revision. Hopefully you guys are okay with that score, because I am, and that's where it's going to stay. 3.5 for Brink, and that's all I have to really say about it. So I'm Voodoo51292, and I'll see you guys next time with more game reviews.